Hello and welcome to the Abundology podcast. My name is Renee Spears and I'm a spirit guide channeler and spiritual life and business mentor. And I help people be happy and attract more money, love, time, and joy in their lives. I'm coming to you from an absolutely beautiful fall day in Bozeman, Montana. And this is the weekly energy update for the week of September 25th, 2022. Every Sunday, I talk about how the energy is going to be for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And today, Sunday, September 25th, at 5:54 Eastern and 2:54 Pacific, is a spectacular new moon in Libra. This is the first lunation of fall, and it's not your average new moon in Libra. There are 6 planets in retrograde today. And those would be Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And this is the closest that Jupiter will be to the Earth in our lifetime. It hasn't been this close since 1951, and it won't be this close again until the year 2129, 107 years from now. And because Jupiter is so close, this new moon is funneling down success, good luck, happiness. You know those moments when everything just feels a little bit brighter? This is one of them. Everything will seem to fall into place. So just go ahead and bask in this feeling. Enjoy all the abundance coming your way right now. The only downside is that there's so much Jupiter influence, and remember that Jupiter makes everything bigger, that it could also amplify some destructive behaviors like gambling and addiction and overeating. But just being aware of this will help avoid going there. So this new moon is about partnerships, balance, and new chapters starting. And Jupiter is amplifying all of those. So let's start with partnerships. Hopeless romantics are in luck right now. This is your time. There are new relationships starting, and it's a great time to embrace love and to work on making your partnerships better. What we want to be focusing on the next few days is figuring out exactly how we want to be loved and also how we want to love. Think about how you are showing up in a relationship and then decide what you want out of a relationship. We have an opportunity right now to do some deep healing, some heart healing, and heal past relationship stuff so that we can move forward to better, healthier, and more balanced relationships. So you may have some big relationship realizations right now. We're talking relationship aha moments. You might decide to leave one, finally commit to one, or just the realization that you actually want one. And with all this fabulous Jupiter energy, this is the time to be lucky in love. This is the time when people meet their soulmates. So I'm talking about your partners, but I'm also talking about our friends. So your friendships are adjusting right now too. So are you still vibing with your friends? I have talked to so many people the past weeks that are like, my best friend and I just aren't on the same page anymore. So you may find new friends now or decide to let some go. It's okay to let the friendship go if it isn't working for you. This is the perfect time to release relationships so that more fulfilling ones can enter. And if the relationship isn't working for you, it's not working for them either. Libra season is all about realigning the parts of your life that have been off center. And this new moon is the perfect opportunity to get back in balance in all areas of our lives. It's actually a great time to make commitments to ourselves, especially when it comes to adopting healthy habits. So I've been eating my way through Montana and Mexico City this summer, and it's time to get my eating back in balance. And getting back in balance is easier right now with all the extra good vibes from Jupiter. And easy is the name of the game. And one of the main reasons why I do this podcast, so that you can make the most of the current energy to make your life easier. So this is the time to start eating healthy again, to start a morning practice, to balance the time we're doing and with the time that we're being. And the universe loves anything literal. And this is easy to do when it comes to balance. So you can reinforce yourself getting in balance by practicing balance yoga poses or even standing on one foot balancing when you wash the dishes or brush your teeth. And I like to think of life balance and creating a life we love like a big stew, like a big soup that we're cooking. We taste it, and it needs a little more healthy eating, so we add a dash of that. It needs a little bit more meditation, so we add it. It needs a little bit more time reading, so we add a sprinkle of that. It needs a little bit more romance, so we add that. So you don't need to take anything out. Just add more of what you desire. Make that life stew taste exactly how you want it to taste. It's your stew. So this particular new moon is all about transitions, mainly because, like I said before, it's the very first lunar event of this new season. And it's also happening right in the middle of Mercury retrograde, meaning that there's a lot of change happening in our lives right now. Now, new moons always signal fresh starts, and with Jupiter being very active, it's helping to open the doors of prosperity and opportunity. This is the time to think about and set your intentions for the next 6 months. We're planting seeds and we're setting intentions right now. But because of the 6 planets retrograde, there's no hurry to get going. Just take things slow and give yourself plenty of time to reflect. The stew needs time to cook, to simmer. And this particular new moon is especially good for setting intentions related to partnership, like we talked about, as well as money, values, and beauty. Basically all things Venetian. And all new moons have a 6-month manifestation period. So when the full moon in Libra comes around again in 6 months on April 5th next year, there aren't going to be any retrograde planets then. And the intentions we're setting now will have taken root and materialized. So with all the help from Jupiter, this is a very, very auspicious time to plant the seeds of something major. Now, I haven't talked about Sabian symbols before, but the symbol for this day clarifies the fresh start energy of this new moon. So the Sabian symbols are a set of 360 phrases that correspond to the wheel of the zodiac. So each one of these symbols holds a story and a unique energy field of its own. They are symbolic of the meaning of each degree of the zodiac. So the Sabian for this new moon is, the dawn of a new day reveals everything changed. The dawn of a new day reveals everything changed. You know, everything's a pretty big concept. It is most likely to apply to an emotional shift at the individual level that changes the way we see and process the world. Nothing may change around us, and yet everything may be different with this new moon. So to recap, Jupiter is showering everything with a metric shit ton of positive vibes, especially in the areas of partnership, balance, and new beginnings. These are major things. So we want to take advantage of this powerful time by getting really clear on what you want your life to look like in 6 months. Do you want a new partner? I do, and I think I'm finally ready to declare that. Do you want a calmer, more balanced life? Do you want something completely new? This new moon brings us the opportunity to have all that. It's such a lovely new moon, and it's an absolutely wonderful time to have a birthday. And my friend Mona's 50th birthday is today. So we are celebrating with a trip to Paradise Valley and a soak in the Yellowstone Hot Springs. I mean, who doesn't want to celebrate a birthday in a place called Paradise Valley on a day like today? So I know Mona listens, so happy 50th birthday, Mona. These are also the last 2 days of my 50% off sale. It's now or never, folks. If you'd like some support embracing this next chapter and making major life changes, buy a package. If you break the package up into 30-minute sessions, you can have monthly mentoring sessions with me for only $32 when you buy the 10-hour package, or $35 if you purchase the 5-hour package. So I'll put a link to the sale in the show notes, or you can just go to my website, Abundology.com. Oh my gosh, it's such an amazing time. I'm just so incredibly happy. Thank you, Jupiter. Thank you, new moon. Thank you, new season. Thank you, equinox. Life is just so incredibly good right now. Allow yourself to feel that. And as always, thank you for listening and passing the podcast on to a friend you think may find value in it. Enjoy this time and allow and prepare for some incredible life changes. And I'll talk to you again next week.